Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Sophie Financial Network. Today is September 20th, 2023, Fed Day. So Jay Powell smashed the market to the downside and with I should say, hawkish verbiage. And that was, I was waiting for, to be honest, in next federal meeting, but seems like they just decided to smash the market to the downside and probably for I don't know, next week or so, they're coming back with kind of like a positive verbiage to calm the sentiment down. But right now, sentiment is pretty bearish as of the moment. And if you just see the market, all markets, all charts are getting back to red territory and pretty hard sell-off as well. So let's just start with the S&P 500 daily chart. So I was kind of like a positive. For the short term. So this is kind of like the way that I see it was a slightly positive today, especially before a Fed meeting. But after a Fed announcement and Fed meeting, a press conference, the market just smashed to the downside. And right now we are just getting to 4,300. So if market goes below 4,400, we are just getting into a 43, I should say, 73 as a first support. But if market doesn't hold that one, can go all the way down to here, which is a 42.50, I should say, to 42.21. So this is kind of like the area that I'm looking for as a great buying opportunity or kind of like a decisive moment for the market if market wants to rebound to the upside or it wants to heading down for another sell-off. So which I think market is in a bullish momentum. This correction is going to be a very healthy correction for the market. And this is going to be just a correction, no crash for now. But ultimately, yes, we will head into a crash or recession. But right now, I'm just looking for a kind of like a corrective move to the downside. As I was explaining, almost for a month and a half, if you just follow my videos, I'm just telling you any pullback to the upside, it could be a selling opportunity for the downside. So right now, market is just proof that analysis, and we are heading down to test this August low. If we are taking out this pivot, obviously we are just heading into this area, which is 42.21 to 42.70. So that's going to be the area that I'm looking for the stochastic wise. Momentum indicator, we are just getting back to the oversold condition, and probably weekly chart shows as well. We are just getting back, but this pattern, which take out this low, is very classical, a bearish pattern. At least if we trigger to the downside, it can go to these levels as well. So we will see how it goes with the market, but next days, I should say next weeks, could be ugly for some traders who are in long position. But we are kind of like happy because we were waiting for this one. Moving on to Nasdaq daily chart. So broken my trend line. Some people may argue that this is not the right trend line here, but I don't care. This is the way that I'm just looking at the market. Nasdaq just forming a nice QM pattern on the top. So this pattern confirms downside move, accelerate to 14,200 to 14,400. And even in the worst case scenario, it can go to 13,500, which is an ideal scenario, to be honest, for shaking out lots of traders, investors who are just got into the market very late, like this move or this move. Right now, they're just feeling the pain, and that could give us kind of like a next buying opportunity. So we will see how it goes, but I'm just looking for kind of like testing this August top here with this demand area. This demand can be very interesting point for a buying opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to moving on to US 30. So here's the Dow Jones. Dow just rocketing to the upside today. It was kind of like outperforming just middle of this wide range bar and then coming down. So right now, Dow just triggered a sell signal again, getting back below this pivotal point. Can be very aggressive. It can go all the way down to here. Let me show you the level. So that's going to be just the first stop here. If it doesn't hold that one, we can go all the way down to here. So this is the area, 33,381. But if we go below this, I should say that's going to be kind of like oversold condition happening. And probably we are heading to this area, which is 32,800. So somewhere around here, I should say Dow can form the bottom or at least a reversal happening from here. And that could be kind of like a nice buying opportunity. So still here, you can get into the sell signal stop loss kind of like above these two pivots. It's going to be nice risk to reward. So we can get back to this sell signal, and I'm going to just establish a sell signal for this one as well. Moving on to individual names, starting with yield. And so yield just breaking to the upside today, and with a hawkish verbiage, for sure yield is going to break out to the upside. So 5.17%. And this breakout can reap stock market, Russell 2000, gold, and TLT. But surprisingly, I saw that TLT hold up for now. So we don't see a very, very aggressive price action for TLT, even ended up positive today. So bond yield was positive 1.53% to the upside. TLT is coming up as well. So 29 cents. However, candle was not as strong, but not a bad, actually, price action for TLT. I'm looking for kind of like a hawkish momentum is coming for treasuries probably in 2024, not this year. So that's kind of like a long-term investment, kind of like 18 months, 2 years. But that is kind of like the recession investment. So we're going to hedge ourselves. Gold just heading above 1937. But look what happened. It just reacted to this level, shooting a star coming down. Right now, it's just below 1930. So it is 1929. And if it goes down to here to 1940, probably it can, if it shows a reversal, that could be kind of like the final lower low. So, sorry, higher low. So we will see if this triangle works. But I'm kind of like still in that camp that gold hit the bottom here. So if it changes my analysis, I will let you know. But as long as we are above this pivotal point, any pullback could be a buying opportunity for gold. So we will see how it goes with that one. Crude just coming down sharp today, and it was interesting. As I said, like all commodities, assets, they're just coming down against the US dollar, got a strength, and crude can go all the way down to here to 87 for the first target, and I believe 84 is coming down the road to this breakout demand area. So this is a flag limit that I'm looking for. Some kind of like 83 to 84 could be kind of like the bottoming or next buying opportunity. We'll see if it reacts well to this area. So if it reacts well, it can go to 96, 96, which is gonna be my ultimate target, at least for a multi-months target there. So we will see how it goes. VIX obviously spiked up today. So after sell-off in the stock market, VIX just getting back to the upside, and the closing below previous opening and close. So that's interesting. VIX can go all the way to $20. I believe it can happen early or first week of October. Dixie just the strength today, 15 cents to the upside, nicely holding up well, very well this wide range bar, and it's just forming another bullish consolidation prior to this pivot. Dixie can take out this pivotal point, but it hits lots of resistance here. So look at this weekly demand area, somewhere around 106, 107. So Dixie can head to the upside, but at the same time, it's heading to a massive resistance here, which is kind of like a breakout level to the downside. I believe this is going to be the multi-year target for Dixie. I'm not sure if it can go even above this. So we will see again how it goes. Moving on to in technology sector, magma indicator, sharp sell-off to the downside. I think it triggers a very, very sharp sell-off here. It can go all the way down to here to any of these pivotal point. And 920, it's going to be the area that I'm looking for strong support. Apple 2% down, a pretty nice bearish candle here, going all the way 78%, going up and down. And this pattern is forming for a very nice sharp sell-off to 156 to 160. Amazon, $2.34 down. Amazon can go all the way down to here, 120, which is coming to this testing point, or even 113. Meta, sharp rollover. So this is a very, very nice bear flag. It can go all the way down to here to 244. Microsoft, a 2.40% to the upside, downside. Pretty nice engulfing candle here. If it takes out this pivotal point, which I believe it can, first target is going to be 292. But ultimately, I'm just looking for Microsoft here, 269 to 276. That is going to be very, very spicy and juicy moment for me for the Microsoft. Look at the Google, 3% down, sharp sell-off. So if this ending diagonal forms to the downside, it can be kind of like ugly for Google. It can test out this gap. 112 to 114 is coming down the road. If it goes below that one, Netflix sharp sell-off again. So Netflix continuation to the downside, I believe it can go all the way down to this gap, 340. Tesla, 1.47%, $3.91 to the downside. Tesla is heading to lower low here. Probable scenario is going to be 180 to 190. Moving on to semiconductors, I think this one has struggled a lot for lots of time, and this is breaking down. I believe today was one of the best one early session, but after that, when Powell smashed the bottom, lots of gaps here, but these gaps needs to be filled, and it can go all the way down to here, 129, 127 is going to be on my radar. SOX, the same pattern, can go down to 432, 445. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, this one is leading to the downside. Look at the channel. So any pullback could be a selling opportunity. So sell the rips here. It can go down to here to 78 to $80. The next one is AMD, which was kind of like disappointing because I thought that AMD is heading to upside move. It can go down to 92 to 95 for the first demand area. But if it doesn't hold here, it can go all the way down to 85, which is a pretty strong demand area there. NVIDIA coming down 2.94% to the downside. NVIDIA is nicely heading to the downside. I believe 360, 370 is coming. 320 is going to be spicy and juicy for NVIDIA to see how it goes. But I believe that this one is coming. And just be patient, sit tight, be on your cash. Market is coming to you. Don't chase the market. Texas Instrument, $1.04 to the downside. Lam Research, 1% to the downside. It just triggered the downside. Probably can go all the way down to 500, 520. Moving on to banking sector, XLF. Not a bad session for banking compared to technology. However, this is triggering the downside. Probable scenario is going to be testing this double bottom here, $33 for XLF. KBE, large cap bank ETF, already switched to the downside. So this triangle forms for another breakout to $34, $35. KRE, this one is broken already. 37 cents to the downside. It can go all the way down to here, I believe, to test this demandish area. So we will see how it goes. JP Morgan, 63 cents down. Still bullish consolidation. I'm not sure if it can take out this, but if it goes down, I'm not sure if it's going to take out this pivotal point. Probably a double bottom is going to be a foreseeable scenario. Goldman Sachs, sharp candle to the downside engulfing. This one can go all the way down to here again to test the support. Bank of America, not a strong pattern at all. So if this one broke into the downside, I believe this one can hit this $26, $33. So we'll see how it goes. Wells Fargo, 35 cents downside. This is kind of like a reversal. It can go all the way down to here to 39. Moving on to GoldMiners, GDX, positive today. So that was interesting because GoldMiners hold up pretty well. Seems like they're coming to the fear trade. GDX stays 17 cents to the downside, upside. shooting a star on the top. But AEM, look at that. The candle was pretty good. Nothing for selling pressure or nothing like that. So Newmont, this one 60 cents up, 60 cents up as well. So still holding up for now. Franco-Nevada 54 cents up, and Gold Barrick 9 cents up, shooting a star, but still good candle compared to the other ones. XLE, which rolling over to the downside, energy 85 cents down. This one can go all the way down to here to 83. XOP $2.27 down, already rolled over, and this one can go all the way down to here. If you ask me, I can just give you a showing the level here. So here is the demand area. Let me just put it here. Right there. So this is kind of like a demand area that I'm looking for, 133 to 136. OIH is coming down. Again, this area could be very, very nice bottom information. If you ask me, it can go all the way down to here. And also Exxon coming down. Rollover is happening, probably test this pivotal point, 108, 109. Chevron, still bullish consolidation, but can fail to the downside. Oxy 2%, like a sharp sell-off for Oxy. I don't know what's going on with this stock, because the other one's just a minimal movement, but this one is very, very spiky to the downside, 2.37% to the downside, and REIT just 37 point, just at 3 cents, 0.37 cents to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. But energy, along with crude, can have some negative movement to the downside as well, at least for the short-term period. I wish you liked this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.